Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Um, Today I'm doing a part two to the story time I recently just posted about my experience with the narcissist. I had to split it up into two parts because the story is just like it was so many ups and downs. It was so many different arguments. It was so much drama. It was a lot happened in that year time span. Well, it was a year and some change that we were dealing with each other. And it's just like, I just had to split it up. So, before we jump into that, like, share, and subscribe. I also will be putting my email down in the description box for anyone who would like to share their stories and testimonies with me. Um, I also will have my email open so anyone could book personal readings with me. And let's jump right into this because y'all, it's just, oh my goodness, the type of person that he was is, it was just so much to deal with. So I I think I stopped when I read the messages about him reaching out right after I got out of the relationship with my recent ex, and him saying that he missed me and he wanted to be with me, and like he was sorry, I deserved that, whatever. Like, I already knew what he was on. I already knew he was lying. Like, if you guys have ever dealt with a narcissist, y'all know they will say anything, they will do anything to get that control over you again. And I just was not about to fall for it. So we were talking on and off from January to May. Um, but the thing about it is, like, he'll come in, say like little stuff, and then when he sees that I'm like not budging and I'm kind of like giving him a hard time, he'll back off, and he'll come back like a week and some change later, try it again, and it's just like, I already know what you own. I don't understand why he felt like he could just manipulate me again, and we were back in 2022 all over again. Like, no. Like, I've matured in that time span. Like, since we stopped talking, like, so much work was done. I was doing so much work on myself. So it's just like, the person that you're used to is not who I am right now. So you can't access me how you used to. So it just needs to stop. So it continued with the text now numbers, different text now numbers. It was like multiple. He had like 10 different numbers that he would, use to contact me, text me, and he would blow my phone up. Like, if I didn't answer one number, he'll call me like 7, 10 times, like back to back to back to back, texting me, calling me from his regular phone number. It was just like he would not stop, y'all. He would not stop. And like it was just like I was becoming like very frustrated because why, and I always used to question like, why me? I did not understand. You don't want me, you don't want anything serious with me, but you always found your way back to me. You always came back to me. You always hit me up. You always like, what is it? Like, what is going on? I did not understand that. So I had to actually, like, I kind of did some research. I would ask questions and things like that. And a couple of things that, I found out was that being someone of the light, being a light worker, star seed, things like that, you have very, very alluring energy and attractive energy, and it's just pure and it's rare. And low vibrational people will latch onto you. Like, they latch onto your energy. They it's like, I don't know, it's weird. It's, I don't, it's, they like try to use you, and they drain you, and they take your energy, and they feed off of it. It was just, it's weird how spirituality works, and it's weird how things go on. But also, like, not only that, a narcissistic man, when they see that they lost control of someone, they don't like that. They have to be in control. They have to control you. They have to control your mind. They have to control what you do. They just want to treat you like you're their child, and that's what he was trying to do to me. It wasn't a love thing. It wasn't a actually him caring. He was infatuated with me. Like, he had an unhealthy obsession with me. It wasn't like I love you and I'm obsessed with you, like in a cute way. You know how sometimes, people will say that, but it's like, it's just like you're really, really attracted to somebody. You really, really like somebody. It wasn't like that with him. It was an infatuation. Like, if you guys have ever had someone that was infatuated with you, you guys understand what I'm talking about. It was just like he had to have control over me. Like, it was so strong that it became like an unhealthy obsession with wanting control. So he, like, always would call me, like, bum my phone. He had to be on the phone with me. He had to be in communication with me. It came to a point where he ended up finding my Snapchat and, adding me on Snapchat. Like, he did not let up. Did not. So, like I said, it was between, the months of January and May. And he ended up going through some unfortunate events. I don't wish this on nobody. Even if I know I don't mess with you, I don't like you. It's just like, I don't want anybody to struggle. I don't want anybody to, have to go through hardship, because that's just, no. Especially how it happened for him. It was just very, very, very heartbreaking. So, like I said, things ended up going downhill in his life. Like, certain he would lose, and it was materialistic things like cars, the home, money. Like, he just was like, it was just unfortunate things. Okay, he couldn't, feed himself, and that's when he really latched on to me, because he know the type of heart that I have. He know the type of person that I am, and that's why he was like always asking me for food or asking me for money. And me being the type of person that I am, and I don't regret being this type of person, because being like this attracts in so many blessings. So I would never, ever, ever change the type of heart that I have. So, yeah, I would, look out. I would, if it wasn't money being given, we would actually get the food for him and take it to him. Like, we were, like, sorry for that noise. They, I don't know. They just be doing what they want to do with the loud music. I'm sorry about that. But, yeah, so we were helping him out as much as we could. Now, we couldn't do a lot. We can't take care of another individual, because, like, you grown. You got to get out. You got to get it yourself. But we were still, like, doing what we could. But we could, like I said, we couldn't do too much, because we still got our own things that we have to do in our own home. Like, we got to feed ourselves. So it's like, we can't take care of another individual. But yeah, so that started happening. We were, and that's when things were good. Like, when I was helping him and extending myself out to him and making sure he was good as much as I could, that's when things were good. That's when things were flowing. Like, he was like a whole different person. He was sweet. We didn't argue. The conversations, it was just like easy to talk to him, until it had to stop. And the reason why it had to stop is because he said the specific line, "Oh, don't think because you doing this, or you helping me do this, or you getting me food, that you all that," or something like that, or you doing something. So it's kind of like, that was disrespectful, because I didn't have to do it at all. So for you to say that comes off as ungrateful. So I ended up telling my mom that, and she was like, she do not, my mama don't play. So she was like, okay, let's see if we feed you again. Let's see if we do it again. Like she was like, you're gonna be hungry messing with us, because we was trying to help you, but now, no, we like when my my mom has like a very very caring heart, just like I do. But if she see that she being taken for granted, or like that person is like being unappreciative, it's like, okay, cool, I ain't doing nothing else for you. And she stood on that. So when he would ask me, I'm like, no, nothing else is coming out of my home, nothing else is coming out of their pockets, nothing. Like, because you didn't have to say that. Like, we didn't have to do what we did for you. So for you to say that, it's just like, you messed it up yourself. So that's when he started to become aggressive. That's when he started to, call me out my name, call me bees and this and this and that. And like, that old person that I knew came back in a snap of a finger. And I'm like, dang. But I already knew that it was about to happen. It was a matter of time. But it's just like, how you expect me to look out for you, and look how you treated me in the past. Look at how you walked all over me. You betrayed me. You went behind my back and messed with my kin. Like, you lucky I even did what I did. Like, come on now. So, we had stopped talking, and then we started back talking. But it would sometimes be him that would reach out, but then it would be me. And like I said, dealing with a narcissist, you have to be mentally strong. And it was a point in time where I was kind of starting to believe it. Like, he was very, very good with his words. And I was kind of starting to, okay, I felt myself being reeled back in, and I would kind of like try to push back, but he would say things to get me back. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm getting attached again. Like, I'm believing what he's saying. So I would reach out, I would call him, but he would answer, he would text back. So it was the like a new cycle, a new toxic cycle was about to begin. And I picked that up, and I'm like, okay, no, we can't do it. We can't, no. And it was another dude that I was talking to, and the crazy thing about it is they had the same name. And he found out, and he was like, oh, that's how I know you still miss me, because you dealing with another nigga the same name as me. But it's only one me. It's only one. You ain't gonna find it. I'm like, I hope I don't find another you. I pray every day that I don't. So yeah, and he ended up getting mad about that, because I guess he felt like, oh, I'm sitting up here being loyal to you, and I'm doing right by you, and you talking to other niggas and blah blah blah. And I'm like, first of all, I didn't even say we was together. I didn't even agree to any of that, so I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I never said that I was okay with us working it out. I never said anything like that. So for you to sit up here and get mad at like you don't have options, and act like you just innocent. And the thing about it is, around the time we was talking, because he swore up and down that he wasn't talking to nobody. So I looked through his phone, and he was still communicating with my cousin. Like, bro, how do you expect me to, like, his way of thinking is just so complicated. Like, I don't understand the mind of a narcissist. Like, it's just so, like, are you cool? Like, what's going on? Like, he needs to be mentally evaluated. Like, it's just so crazy how he was thinking. Like, it's okay for you to have all these different females, but I have one guy friend that I hang with, and you want me to cut that person off. And, like, so I just, like, it was just the whole control thing. Like, he was just trying to control me. He was just trying to make sure I did exactly what he said. I wasn't talking to nobody. He just wanted me to himself. He wanted to have that control over me, like, all over again. and he see that he wasn't getting that. So that's when he became like, okay, you know what, I'm done. Like, I ain't finna keep doing that. Like, and still to this day, like, I kind of feel like that's not it, because that's what he does. He goes away for like a couple months, and he attaches himself to someone else that he's able to benefit off of. But once he gets bored of that, he come with the calls. And so it's just like, it's only a matter of time. I hope that is the end of that, because I'm tired of that. That cycle just needs to be, that door needs to be closed. Like, I don't have time. And yeah, we don't talk anymore. I had to cut him off back in May, because it's just like, he was so disrespectful. Like, he was so comfortable with calling me out of my name, and, you know, saying all types of things about me, and making me feel like I wasn't enough and I wasn't worthy. And he was the type of person to talk about my body. He was you know, the whole fat jokes, I guess, and things like that. And it's just like, it was hurtful, because I, like, for a little bit, I didn't really have like the confidence that I have now. I was like, it took me a long time to get to this point where it's just like, okay, you know what, you got a lot going on. You a thicker girl. I mean, and it's just like, take it or leave it. Like, all of, like, if I always, whoever I start dealing with, it's just like, listen, I'm not no little thing. I'm not no little petite little no. It's a damn over here. It's like, don't, like, it's just me. So it's like, take it or leave it. Like, I'm not finna change for you. Nothing. Like, this is me. Like, it took me a long time to just get to this point of like, you are perfect inside and out. You are beautiful. You are enough. You are worthy. And I had to tell myself that every single day. And I was just like, I'm a big girl, but I'm a beautiful big girl. So, I mean, call me fat, call me what you want, but you can't call me ugly. Like, that's one thing. So it's just like, I don't care no more. Like, but he just was the type of person to, you know, fat shame me and call me fat bees and blah 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 blah. But you calling me fat, but you go deal with somebody that's built like a wisdom tooth. Like, I just don't understand that. But yeah, it's just for my individuals that are in the same situation, dealing with narcissists. It takes a lot, because it's hard to break free from those type of individuals, because it's just, they're so controlling, and they will play on your mental. But once you finally say, okay, I am done, stand on that. Walk away and keep walking. Do not turn back around. I know it'll be a little hard, because it's like, okay, now I gotta actually, you know, get this person energy off of me. I gotta pull myself together. I gotta move forward. And it was a little bit hard for me, because like I said, we were dealing with each other for a little while. So, and I grew a strong attachment to him. So I had to actually isolate myself. And it had got to a point where, at first, when we first officially cut each other off, I started dealing with a lot of people. And I'm not afraid to, say that. Like, I had my, point where I had multiple options. And this was around the time where I was still going to Georgia Southern. Like, when I would be with one guy, and after me and him he had to go to class, I'll be texting another guy. And I'm like, where you at? And they'll be like, if they be like, I'm at my dorm. I'm like, okay, I'm finna get on the bus. I'm finna head over there. I'll leave the dorm. I text somebody else. If they tell me they at the union, I'm going to the union. It's just like I needed attention. I needed to, other people to validate that I was, you know, beautiful. But now it's just now it's just like I don't care. Like, I don't talk to nobody. I ain't got no options. It's just like I don't need no man to tell me that I'm beautiful. I don't need no man to tell me that I am attractive. I know that. I know that. So I don't talk to nobody. I don't need nobody to tell me things like that. I tell myself that. I love myself. So yeah, and it, like I said, it took me a while to get to this point because I had to build myself back up after dealing with that situation. And it feels so good to be able to pick yourself back up after. And it's just like I was taking hit after hit. Like I said, I had just got out of a relationship, and and that person that he broke up with me. So I was already going through my own emotions because I really, 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 really was hopeful that that relationship ended up being my last. Like, we got married and all that. And that one hit hard. And then for him to come back and was doing all this, like, it's just, I couldn't, it was just my emotions were all over the place. I couldn't heal right. But now I'm focused on me. I'm focused on my career. I'm focused on evolution and ascension and healing and growing. I am not worried about no man. Because, like, niggas is really a headache. Like, to be honest, as soon as you get in a relationship with a man, you can't even focus on that. You can't focus. You can't do nothing. So that, like, now it's just like, okay, it's about me now. It's about me. I gotta take care of me. I gotta focus on me. I gotta do what's right for me. I gotta do what makes me happy. And now, it's like, I'm good. I'm happy. I'm at peace. I'm glowing. And it's just like, I'm not finna let nobody tear me down again. I'm not letting nobody get me to that point ever again. Ever. So, yeah, that is my toxic, very, very, very toxic experience with a narcissist. And I never thought that I would actually have to go through that. I never, like, because like I said, I watched a lot of videos of women that will tell their story about how it is. And there was just like a certain women that I follow on social media that were actually going through those situations. And I was just like, oh, I ain't gonna never go through that. I know I ain't gonna go through that because I ain't finna put up with it. And I ended up going through it. But that situation has helped me a lot. It has shaped me into the person that one relationship. Now, my other relationships, helped me to get to this point. But that one in particular helped me to become, it's the reason why I am so strong now. Why I am confident. Why I am loving on myself. Why it's just, it helped me to, get to this point in my life. So, most of the relationships that I've been through and the things that I've experienced, it was for a reason. It was to help me to get to this point. So, I have broken free. I am free of that. Like, that cycle is closed. It's closed. And I can move forward. I can keep walking. And now it's just like, I'm focused on making money. And now all I want to attract is someone that is on that same type, on that wave as well. Like, I'm focused on building generational wealth. And it's not a lot of people out here that are with that, like a lot of individuals in this generation want to sleep around, be promiscuous, have options. So that's why I just keep to myself, because I'm looking for a husband. I'm not looking for no little boyfriend, no little sneaky link, no love for the moment. I want to attract my forever person. So I ain't looking for no relationship right now. I'm gonna let it come to me. But until then, I'm finna get to this money. I'm finna focus on me and continue to love on me. Okay, so that is what I have for this video. Like I said, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. My email and all of that will be in the description box for personal readings and for you guys to share your stories with me. And this is where I'm going to leave this off at. Guys, be good, do good, and until next time, bye.